Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. My screen keeps getting cut off. Okay, so basically what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a back test on TSLL. TSLL is basically a directional ETF, and it moves in the same direction as Tesla. It's on the top today. It's on one of the most active. What is it? The top 10. Basically, it's on the top 10 of the most active ETFs. So I just want you to see that you can trade Tesla contracts for cheaper than what Tesla contracts cost. Tesla contracts are very expensive. TSLA. Let me show you, for example, how much a Tesla contract costs. Tesla contract costs between a few hundred to $1,000 in the money. These are cheap because I'm on June 6th, and this was an expiration date. So these are like the bottom prices for Tesla. But usually, an in the money contract that's 7 days out, 6 days out, we're talking about $1,000 for in the money. So if you go to TSL, was it TSLL? Excuse me, TSLL. Okay. So if you go to TSLL, it's only a fraction of the cost. So basically, what we're trying to do is we want to ride some of that. We want to get some of that Tesla volatility, but we don't want to spend the money for the We don't want to spend that money for the volatility. So we go here, and now we can still trade Tesla without spending $1,000 a contract. Less risk, but the same great reward. So let me go ahead and reset this account, and let's look at the chart. We're gonna look at the chart, and we're gonna go back Thursday, and don't get these confused with there's a few other Tesla directional ETFs. This TSLQ and TSLLS, it goes in the opposite direction. TSLL follows Tesla's direction. So with this TSLQ, if Tesla's going up, then TSLQ and TSLS is going down. So we want to try to, I mean, you could play the reverse, but I'd rather play the direction because this looks like this is the most popular. People are playing the same direction. So let's go to TSLS. Let's go to Thursday. Now let's go to Thursday, when Tesla took a major dip, and it looks like it went into oversold territory, as you can see. So let's go ahead and move this down. And this was the day Trump and Elon were beefing. So Tesla had a crash. So around 12 o'clock, between 12:15 and 12:20, it bottomed out, and it bottomed out below $9. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to buy these contracts below $9, and then we're going to see. Well, we know where ultimately on Friday it peaked right here. So we're going to try to buy them right here, and we're going to sell right here, and we're going to see what the profit looks like. We have a really strong buy signal right here. It went so low into the RSI, it almost hit the 3. It hit the 3. And from my information, if anything below here, it represents oversold. So this was a strong A+ buy signal right here. So let's say we bought it at around 8.90 or around 12.18. We're gonna go back to Thinkorswim. We're gonna go back to the 5th, and we're gonna go to around 12.18. I believe it was around the time it bottomed out. So we're trying to get it below $9. Right now, you see it's at 11 right now. But hold on, give it a second. It's loading. 8. Did I get the time right? It's still loading. Okay, so as you can see, what is this? TSLL. This is June 5th, Thursday. Oh no, this is 8. We have to go around 12. It happened around 12:18. So crazy drop. Okay, it's at 9:11 right now. I'm trying to get below 9 and get the best possible entry. Maybe it happened around 12:17. It's at 9:18. I just want to get the best entry so we could just maximize, because you obviously want to get it at the very bottom. Looks like it's dropping now. Okay, it's dropping. Okay, we're about to get below 9. Let's give it a second. Okay, this is where we want to be at. We're around 898 right now. This is when we can start making our purchases. As you can see, these contracts are cheap. $112, $80, $70. These contracts are cheap. So we're at 80. I wanted to get below 9. It happened at some point, but okay, let's just say we bought the 850. So this is $111. So let's say we just bought 3 of those. Let's say we bought 3 of those. Okay, I got 890 right here. This is perfect time. So I got 3 of those, $333. That's actually in the money. This is one that's slightly out the money by 10 cents. They're only $80. So let's say we buy 3 of these. Let's say we buy 3 of these. Let's say we buy 4. That's $300. So then we're in around 620, 640, some shit like that. So then we get these. We got these 950, which is 50 cents. It's going up right now. It's out the money. They're 50. So let's buy like 4 of those for $200. Okay, so now we're in around, let's say 800, 850, give or take. So we have a 8.5, a 9, and a 9.5. It's going up already. So yeah, we're in the green right now already. Oh yeah, it's going up 44. Okay, so now let's look at the chart. These contracts don't expire till tomorrow, so we still got 1 day on these contracts. Had they expired today, we would have been asked out. Well, not really, because we're already in the green. So let's say we bought down here. We had aftermarket, pre-market, and then looks like it peaked up right around here around 8 o'clock the next morning on Friday. So let's go to 8 o'clock. It went from 880 or 890 around where I bought to 1120. And let's see how much profit we would have made off a move like that. 8 o'clock. So let's go Friday, 8 o'clock. Look at this. Boom. So what did we spend? $800? And looks like we made we more than doubled the money. Well, was it 800? We spent 200 right here. That 200 is now 472. We spent 74, 150. We spent 300 right here. That 300 is now 500. Add $548 on top of it, and we spent 300 right under 300 right here, and that 300 is now 472. So we turned the 800. It looks like we almost doubled it. I had some better results that I seen, and maybe this isn't the peak of it. Maybe this isn't the peak. Looks like we doubled. We started with 800, and now we have 15, almost 1600 to put on top of it. So if that's the case, then we tripled 800, because now we got 1600 plus the 1800. So we doubled the contracts, did a 200%, and we still have the original money that we had. So we got 1600. We basically turned this 18 is at 2400. You got 2400 right now. So the pretty much went up 200% in just a move like that. And that's you buying at the strong A plus setup right here, and you selling it. When did you sell? You sold it right here, right when it kind of passed the 70, and that was kind of a sign that it was a reversal was about to happen. And if you trusted this, you could have made a 200% profit from here. It wasn't even a 24-hour thing. It was just an overnight thing. You wake up and you sell it, and you just basically 200% your money. Yeah, so we're gonna close these contracts out and take the profit. And just like that, that's how you make 200% without spending. See, for a regular Tesla contract, you would have had to spend more than what you spent just to get one contract. A Tesla in the money contract, let's go to Tesla and let's just go see how much it was. Like if we went back yesterday and we bought it in the money. Now let's go back to the 5th. And remember, we bought it at around 12. We bought it at what, 12.19, something like that. Let's see how much the end of money was for Tesla. And I noticed Tesla moves in $5 increments, so you wouldn't have been able to, it was a $5 increment. So let's see, where's Tesla at that time? It's at 275. These contracts cost $800. So let's say you just bought one of those contracts and you didn't want to go too crazy. You only wanted to spend this $800. It's not filling. It's not filling because the price is going up so fast. We may have to go back a couple minutes because the price is jumping. Let's go back to like 12.18 and let's see if we could get this filled, because this isn't filling. And you got to move fast on these situations because you could miss it just like that. Okay, let's go to 12.18. Okay, so we're looking at the 280 in the money. The 275, this shit is $1,130. So if you're positive and you bought that signal, you'll go for this one. But still, that's a $5 move. But I mean, obviously in Tesla, a $5 move isn't that big of a deal. But let's go deeper in the money. Let's go ahead and spend $1,000. So, if you bought one, you would have spent more than what you spent for all those other contracts. We were in 800 and we were still able to capitalize off the move. So let's go to Friday at around 8 and let's see how much you would have made off this one Tesla contract that costed you $1,060. 8, let's go 8 a.m. Well, profit is still good. You would have spent $1,000 and you would have made almost triple. And look, it's 1,900. So that's 1,900 on top of the $1,000 you spent. So yeah, as you can see, those same contracts that you bought for $1,000, they're worth $3,000 now. Let me see. That's $3,000 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, those contracts are worth $3,000. So it went up by $2,000. So that's why the contracts are so expensive, because people realize that they can make these huge profits off of a quick move. Let's go ahead and lock this profit in. It's already dropping. Create closing order. Let's get out of this. We just turned 1,000 into 3,000 just like that. Oh, here we go. We're out. So yeah, you could get in a lot cheaper, but you could still capitalize off the same moves. So I would rather spend. I mean, I guess it's how you want to do it. Because you're still risking the same 1,000. But then I didn't have to risk the whole 1,000. I could have just risked 300 and made it and turned it into 900. I could have just, risked 200, turned it into like 600. So you don't have to spend as much money, but you could still enjoy the same reward.